Yo, what's up guys, Jack here, today bringing you some homegrown Evolve alpha footage, which is pretty awesome. Obviously I've put some Evolve videos out on my channel before, like a couple of previews from E3, times I've played the game before, but now I've actually got the game at home. Obviously the alpha's out, there's loads of codes out there, and I can record stuff now, which is awesome because I really like this game. And this is the first video footage I've put on my channel when playing as the Goliath. Obviously you've seen stuff for the hunters and you've seen the kraken. I did my Unleash the Kraken video, which everyone seemed to really enjoy, so I thought, well, you know what, let's do a video on the Goliath. And this is the other monster in the game. I think there are 3 in total, but they've only revealed 2 so far. But this is the Goliath, very different from the kraken. He's much more of a brawler. You know, melee attacks, he's got flame breath, charge, leap smash. It's a very different style of play. And yeah, this is the game. It's running on my PC at home. Absolutely maxed out graphics, 60 FPS. Unfortunately, there is a 60 FPS cap on the PC version, but you can tweak it with a config file. So if you've got the game and you've got like 120 Hz monitor or something, I'm going to leave the instructions on how to do that in the description down below. And this was actually my first game playing as the monster on my own PC, and that's because it's been almost impossible to get a game. The alpha went live at around 4 PM GMT, and I was in a party with like 4 other friends, and we got a game straight away. And since then, it's been absolutely impossible to find a game. There's been a little patch as well that the developers released, but it didn't really seem to fix much. And I've only just managed to record this game. I've literally just finished and started doing this commentary, so it's pretty hot off the presses. And generally speaking, once you actually do get into the game, it's pretty solid in my opinion. There's a few bugs here and there, but you know, alpha is alpha, as they say. But I still think the game's a lot of fun. And yeah, it's looking good. For some reason though, you can't make a party with 5 people, so you'd have 4 people playing as the hunters and 1 as the monster. And you'd think, well, it seems like that sort of game where you can play with 5 people together. One of you is a monster, maybe your best mate can be the monster, and 4 of your mates are the hunters, and they try and beat you. For some reason you can't do that in the alpha, and I don't think that's by design, because you know, it's totally a fun thing to do, right? One of you is the monster and your mates have got to try and take you down. So the only reason I can think of is that they want to get some like stats or data just on random public games rather than groups of friends playing the game. So yeah, kind of disappointing, but that's how it is at the moment. You can play 4 people together as friends and all be the hunters, but as far as I can tell at the moment, you can't do a 5-person lobby and one of you plays as the monster. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully in the final game, in the final version of the game, you will be able to do like a 5-man lobby, and yeah, do it that way. Now, some tips for when you're playing the game, because I've played it quite a few times now. When you're the Goliath, I don't like taking the fire breath. I much prefer to take the leap, the charge, and the boulder throw. I think they're the best offensive abilities, and I like to get stuck in when I'm the Goliath. I really feel like that's when the monster excels, and what I've been trying to do here is just separate the group. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you should go for the medic first, or you should go for the support first, because you know, obviously they're the classes which can help the other players. It can make them go invisible, heal them, bring them back from the dead, whatever. But I go for the assault first because the assault obviously deals the most damage, and I feel like once I've taken care of the assault, I'm not as vulnerable and I don't have someone constantly chipping away at me. So what I try and do is separate the assault and the medic as fast as I can, and you can do that with a charge, with a boulder throw, or something like a sneak attack. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but what you've seen me do, or you actually saw me do it then in this game, if you hold control or whatever it is on the consoles, I don't know what it is, you hold control, you go into like a sneaky mode, and that means that you're quiet and you don't leave footprints. But it also means if there's a player nearby you like that and you hold control, you leap on them and you go into this Left 4 Dead style hunter thing where you're on top of them and you just start clawing away, and unless you take damage, you can actually stay on top of them and just keep clawing until they're dead. So when you're in like a 2v1 situation maybe, or you find a hunter that's on their own, it's a really good way of taking them out. Like, you don't have to use any abilities, you can just hold control, wait till they turn red, do the pounce, and just go to town on them until they die. Now here it's actually quite an interesting scenario here. I've killed three of the players. I've killed the support, the medic, and the assault, and all that's left is the trapper, and it's a bit of a wild goose chase because she keeps putting harpoon cables down, and you have to go back to where the harpoon cable spawned and hit it like that to get rid of it. And I'm just trying to chase her, but look at this, just harpoon cables everywhere. But I can see the health. I've already done a lot of damage. I actually managed to land a smash there as well, and she's on the run now, feeling pretty vulnerable. There's absolutely no way that her teammates can come back at this point unless they get the drop ship, and that's coming in about 16 seconds. So this is going to be close, and I go for the rock throw, and boom. I actually managed to land it at the end there and take her out, which was pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. Really cool game. If you've got an alpha key, just try and play the game. It's absolutely fun when you're playing as the monster, and if you've got like a group of 4 friends to play as hunters, make sure that you communicate. And if you're playing on your own with randoms, use your mic, because this is a massive team game, and if the hunters team up, it's really hard for the monster to win. Anyways, thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Give me a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one.